15 years, blowing the doors off the competition. Podcasting to planet Earth.
PNRNetworks.com.
This podcast is a member of the Blueberry Network. Blueberry. No E's. That's Blueberry, BLUBRRY.com. Blueberry.com.
This podcast is a proud member of the Lamb Podcasting Network. Find the network at largeassmovieblogs.com.
This is a Class 1 emergency. All civilian traffic is barred from streets and highways. Stay in your homes. Stay in your homes. Stay in your homes. Repeat, this is a Class 1 emergency. All civilian traffic is barred from streets and highways.
Do not panic. Do not panic. We've got the quirky films for your quarantine blues. Subject Cinema presents Captive Audience Theater with T.C. Kirkham and Kim Brown.
You people have no idea what we are willing to do for you. That's all I can even...
You're willing to do.
Well...
I had to be, forced to watch this again.
I know.
I hate this movie.
I know. I hate it too. I didn't realize how... this was my idea, and I will take full credit responsibility, but I figured...
Worse, we could have been watching it on the big screen again.
Oh, no. Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Captive Audience Theater. I'm Kim Brown.
I'm T.C. Kirkham, brought to you by Subject Cinema.
Yeah.
Our usual show, which is off for the COVID infestation.
All of the COVID craziness. We're trying to provide some comic calamities for you to come and check out because...
Movies that you can watch and sit and misty yourself, basically.
Yeah, because we feel like, you have all these choices of amazing things out there to watch. Great movies, classics, all kinds of stuff like that.
And we've done The Room already, which is called the Citizen Kane of bad movies.
Yeah.
Now this week, because of her...
Yeah.
We are going to bring you what is now known, according to Wikipedia, as the Mount Rushmore of Brucesploitation films.
Yes.
1980s, the clones of Bruce Lee. Let me out of here.
Okay, before we go any further, this film is part of a category of films, a genre of films in the exploitation genre, a subgenre of that is actually, I don't even know how it's possible, even more offensive than nunsploitation films. And I didn't think that would be possible, but oh no, we come to the sub-level in Brucesploitation films.
Are there that many nunsploitation films? I know there are a few.
There's more than one.
We saw one at the Underground Film Festival, which was absolutely hilarious.
There's more than one. That's too many.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Catholic, can't help it. But
I'm sorry, Protestant, don't get it. Anyway.
But Brucesploitation films are films that were made after the death of martial arts legend Bruce Lee.
Would you consider Johnny Yoon's movie, They Call Me Bruce, as a Brucesploitation? Because it's a parody.
It's a parody. It's actually more of a parody of these kind of films. Because that's the thing about the Brucesploitation films. For the most part, they're usually, this guy's like Bruce Lee. This guy's carrying on the spirit of Bruce Lee. Blah, 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 blah.
Bruce Lee, Bruce Lie, Bruce everything else.
Bruce Chair, Bruce Table, as Jackie Chan said in one of the martial arts documentaries. But this one, oh my gosh, this one has pole vaulted over the line of good taste.
Because there's 3 of them.
Yes. The Clones of Bruce Lee takes place immediately after the death of martial arts legend Bruce Lee.
Of a heart attack, according to the movie, yeah.
Which is crap.
No.
And when I say immediately, I mean we see Bruce's body on the gurney in the hospital where people are going, Bruce Lee the actor? No, Bruce Lee the chiropodist. Who do you think would be causing this much turmoil? So anyway, he dies on the table. We get shots of his actual funeral, pictures of the actual Bruce Lee in his coffin, and I just wanted...
A very quick one. It doesn't last very long.
No, but I just wanted to cry. And now we get to the actual plot of the film, for which people should be ashamed. Mr. Collin, who is of the Special Branch of Investigations of somewhere.
Who looks like Tom Hiddleston and sounds like him too.
Well, a homelier blonde Tom Hiddleston. Yeah. We're assuming he's from Britain, I guess, maybe because this was supposed to be in Hong Kong.
This is Hong Kong during Britain's rule.
Yeah.
Before they gave it back to the Chinese in 1999.
So he brings in a Professor Lucas, who is apparently a genius, according to him, for a very ambitious project. And the project is that they are going to take brain tissue from Bruce Lee's body, which I'm totally sure his family is on board with, said nobody ever. And
they didn't have any choice. They didn't even know, probably.
Probably not.
They wouldn't want them to know.
What, the government's involved in a cover-up? How could that be? And
the British are experts at that.
So the doctor takes... sorry to the British government, but... So the doctor takes a needle, jabs it into Bruce's brainstem, I guess,
somewhere,
to take out some fluid that looks suspiciously like Kool-Aid.
Well, it doesn't look like blood, and we don't know what brain fluid looks like, so...
I think you need a bigger needle with a longer...
I know, I think you're right,
part,
honey, it's a Bruceploitation.
I know,
anyway.
I know. Considering half the people in the operating theater weren't wearing gloves, I'm being too picky. But anyway, so the doctor, the professor, I should say, takes this sample and clones Bruce Lee thrice. So we have Bruce Lee 1, Bruce
Lee... Played by Dragon Lee.
Yes, Bruce Lee 2.
Played by Bruce Lee, L-E.
And Bruce 3.
Played by Bruce Lai, or Lai, L-A-I.
I think it's Lai. These clones, flying in the face of all forms of biology that are out there, are rapidly matured.
We don't know how rapidly, but it looks to me like it's maybe a day or two.
Yeah. Trust me, we're not waiting 30-something years for them to grow. We're not even waiting like 10 years or whatever, because Bruce was already doing movies when he was a very young child.
Yeah.
But they are trained in martial arts by people that are employed by the special branch, including Bolo Leung, who is the actor that was in Enter the Dragon with Bruce Lee, and Chang Tao, neither of whom I believe were given names, so the hell with them.
No.
So you've got Bruce Lee 1, Bruce Lee 2, and Bruce Lee 3, and yes,
we're just going to call them Lee 1, Lee 2, Lee 3.
And yes, those are their names. They're not even given like true names, and so they're clones and they fight crime. I wish I was kidding. Bruce Lee number 1.
They're spies, actually.
They're spies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Oh boy. Lee number 1 is sent to his assignment is to go after a corrupt movie producer who is also smuggling gold. So the producer tweaks onto the fact that because he's so good at martial arts, he must be a spy. Okay. Because you see.
No, you don't see. Anyway.
You see James Bond doing a lot of martial arts stuff. That's how you can automatically tell he's a spy. Oh, my head. But they decide that he must be a spy, so they're going to kill him on camera and make it look like it was an accident. And boy, does that seem hauntingly prophetic to the Lee family now.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen. Bruce Lee 1 triumphs at the end of things, stops the gold smuggling, blah, blah, blah.
Now, this was pretty much his own little movie.
Yeah.
He's all by himself, because of the three of them, Dragon Lee was the bigger star.
Yep.
The other two then come into it in what looks almost like a second episode of a TV series.
Yeah.
Which it may have been. I don't know.
No, this was a movie. They dared to do this as a movie. The other two Bruces are sent off to Thailand and meet up with Chuck. Now, Chuck is an agent for the SBI.
Played by Bruce Ty.
Yeah. Who is not a clone.
Yet another Bruce.
No.
Anyway.
Who is not a clone, but also resembles Bruce Lee if you squint and run by a dark room. And
you don't really see him without his sunglasses on that much. So
no.
You're not gonna know.
So he kind of resembles Bruce Lee with his sunglasses on, which is another iconic shot we've seen of him.
We can all be thankful they weren't wearing yellow.
They didn't wear the yellow tracksuit because that just would have been silly. Their assignment, should they choose to accept it, and as we actually find out that
don't insult Mission Impossible that way, okay? Honestly,
we actually did find out early on when they're being programmed that they follow the doctor's orders. The doctor has programmed that they all follow orders. So I guess they're kind of like the clone army from the prequels of Star Wars. Weird. So their assignment is that they are supposed to go to Thailand and assassinate a Dr. Nagai, who is a mad scientist. And what
is he trying to do?
Take over the world. We get a lot of those in this movie.
Bad ones.
So many muhahas.
Bad ones mostly.
His idea, Dr. Nagai's mad scheme, is apparently twofold, because it's always good to have a backup plan. He has some kind of chemical that can apparently kill vegetation. We know that by killing grass.
Yeah.
Because
yeehaw.
People eat grass.
DDT can do that.
Yeah. A kid with a magnifying glass
Bleach
and a sunny day.
Yeah, but that's burning it though. That's not. That's not.
Anyway, so he's got this chemical that can kill plants, and he can bring the world to its knees with that. But if that doesn't work, there's Plan B, or in this case, Plan B minus. His army of bronze men. Now, I don't just mean... No, he doesn't have George Hamilton clones. Don't worry about that.
Right. I asked her about that as we were watching it because I couldn't remember.
Nope. He has a formula that when he injects it into people, they turn into living statues of bronze.
Well, they're not statues.
Well, they turn into living men of bronze.
Yeah.
So they can't be hurt.
They have built-in armor, basically.
Yeah. They can't be hurt by physical blows. I'm thinking one person with a flamethrower could show up and it could get really ugly, but anyway. So, we have this big fight eventually with Bruce 2 and Bruce 3 and Chuck. Secret Super Agent Chuck. That really does not work.
They should have sent in Secret Agent Super Dragon.
No! So anyway... So that all gets resolved. So yay, we're done. End of movie. Oh no. We get back to Hong Kong, and the SBI is all like, "Well, thanks so much, Professor Lucas. You did an amazing job. Good on you, sport."
Here, you can have a watch.
Yeah, but he doesn't even get a watch. He just gets a hearty handshake under a portrait of the Queen.
Yeah.
Ta-da. Well,
he said that actually.
Yeah, pretty much. Mm-hmm. So apparently the doctor is pissed. And Professor Lucas, I should say, is pissed. I'm like, what did you think they were going to give you? The Nobel Prize? You only perfected cloning. Hashtag sarcasm. So he comes up with the absolutely ass-backwards idea that he is going to conquer the world with the clones that he's created.
But they have to fight to the death first.
Yeah. What? He's going to have the 3 clones fight each other to the death, and the one clone that will survive, he will use to conquer the world. Do it. Get it out of your system. Yep. Got that, too. Got a moo-ha-ha from this tall, thin, white dude. That
really
was
bad one again.
Wow.
That wasn't my best. I was just, waiting to do it.
So he executes Order 66, and, actually, in this movie, it's Order 33 1/3, I guess, because it's only half as good. And the 3 Bruces start fighting each other, doing every single Bruce Lee impression they can. Now, the nurses who have been working for the doctor, whose names are Kathy and something else I've forgotten. They're all like, "Oh my god!"
Kitty, wasn't it?
Huh?
Kitty, wasn't it?
No. Kathy and Susie.
Oh, maybe
It might have been. Well, they figured out that the professor's slipped his gear, and they wind up breaking the hold that the professor has over the Bruces by
go ahead.
No, you go first.
No, go ahead. Finish.
By cutting some wires and, causing some chicanery and all that. And now they've all of a sudden got free will.
But they don't know it till they're told.
Till they're told.
They're still fighting.
Stop fighting. You don't have to fight each other. And then they're like, oh, wow, we owe you our lives. It's like, that was it? This movie is the master of the anticlimactic. So the professor realizes, oh crap, they're not under my control anymore. So he sends out a whole bunch of guys to go kill the clones, and they beat the crap out of everybody. By the end of the film, all of the henchmen have been killed. Yay! But Bruce Lee number 3 has also fallen, so that's obviously not a good thing. And the professor winds up being arrested. The last shot of the film is the professor being arrested and led away. The end. We never see what happens to Bruce 1 or 2, other than that they just fought a crap ton of people.
Well, Bruce 1 is just walking down the road at the end, isn't he?
Well, we're just... Yeah, that's it. We just see them. We don't see them wandering off into the sunset, trying to find their destiny or their place in the world now, or anything like that.
I'm not playing Michael W. Smith.
No, we don't even get the sad traveling music of the Incredible Hulk or anything like that. No.
I hate this movie. I hate this movie with all my being. It's just so bad.
Yeah.
According to Mark Pollard from Kung Fu Cinema, quote, Clones of Bruce Lee is the Plan 9 from outer space of Hong Kong cinema. It's the very definition of bad filmmaking and sleazy exploitation. Expect to witness mad scientists bent on world domination, death rays, bronze men, and, of course, naked women frolicking on the beach. Close quote. It's terrible.
Yeah, it is. It is really bad. I will be the first to...
It's badly dubbed. Whoever the English people doing the dubbing were... They didn't give a crap about how it sounded.
No.
Because, the doctor and the guy, he's a freaking joke.
Yeah.
And it's because of the voiceover. It's not necessarily because of the acting.
It doesn't help that when you're... Now, I'm not going to... Far be it from me to tell somebody how to run their movie. But if you're going to have a mad scientist character... mad scientist, that brings up all kinds of images. Lab coat, maybe a scar, bald head, looking kind of, mad. Not looking like you're a manager at Costco. Or like you're just your average middle management guy at a car dealership. Or, just looking like a guy. It's just, oh man. Now, the other thing, obviously the big glaring elephant in the middle of the room with this film is the title, The Clones of Bruce Lee. Now let's think about this for a minute. What is a clone? Technically, what is a clone supposed to be? I'll give you time.
Are you asking me?
Yeah, I'm asking you. You're the only one here.
Clone is a copy.
Right. More than that, a clone is supposed to be an exact copy of something else.
Yes.
Correct?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know how to break it to you guys, but... The only way that the people in this film that are allegedly supposed to be Bruce Lee's clones are they are Asian men with dark hair under 40. That's it!
No, Dragon Lee does bear a passing resemblance.
Dragon Lee does. He does. I will admit that. He does bear a passing resemblance, and he pulls off Bruce's aura very well. He has Bruce's moves down very well. And to be perfectly honest,
Bruce Lee, L.E., has the whole nose thing down.
The nose flick and all that Bruce used to do.
Overdue in this movie.
In this movie, yes. Yeah. And I'm not knocking any of these men as martial artists, because they're actually quite good martial artists. And speaking just as a woman with working lady parts, Dragon Lee is not bad looking. There, I said it. But oh, sweet baby penguins, this movie hurts. And I never realized how sad. This movie didn't make me sad before because I think I was just so shocked by the sheer ostentatious, I can't believe they're doing it of this.
We actually saw this on the big screen.
Yeah.
At the, what were they calling that? Kung Fu Classics?
Kung Fu.
That led into the release of the Forbidden Kingdom 11 years ago.
No, it was Kung Fu Flicks, wasn't it?
Kung Fu Flicks,
yeah.
right.
We saw a lot of movies that I've never want to see again.
No, I don't either.
That pagoda movie. Oh my gosh.
Pagoda movie.
The one with the pagoda where she had to do the whole fight people on every floor thing. Oh my gosh.
And of course, Bruce Lee fights back for the grave.
I hate that.
Just some interesting trivia. This film features the only fight scene between Bruce Lee, L.E., and Dragon Lee. Mm-hmm. They're both big stars.
Yes, they are.
In these movies. John T. Benn, who plays the evil Professor Lucas, he was in Way of the Dragon with Bruce Lee and also later appeared in Jet Li's Fearless. Mm-hmm. And one of several appearances for Bolo Yeung. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Who, best known for his role in Enter the Dragon.
Yes.
So, there's interesting stuff there. So, I take it we would definitely categorize this as Kung Fu crap.
This falls under the category of blanksploitation. Just fill it in. I don't really think you need to be Sherlock freaking Holmes to realize what kind of exploitation we're talking about with this. But what do we always say here at Captive Audience Theater? If we have to suffer, you have to suffer.
Clones of Bruce Lee is available again on Tubi,
whatever.
Tut and all that
Not
stuff.
bad. Okay.
And on several other free martial arts channels, all the commercials. Search your Roku, your Google dongle, your whatever you got, you'll find it. And please watch it because it's not fair that we got stuck watching it again. That was her fault.
Yeah, it was mine. I admit it.
We have lots of other stuff out there, including Subject Cinema, which will be back at the end of this COVID mess, the pandemic. Hopefully sometime this summer, but probably not right away. We're going to continue to do these 2 or 3 times a week until at least through the end of June, I would say. And as this country slowly starts to open up again.
Yep. And we also hope everybody out there is keeping safe.
Yes, by all means. Follow the rules. Stay indoors if you're supposed to. Social distance. Wear your masks. Don't just go out and say, oh, that's not mine. Yeah, it is. It's your responsibility for helping keep others well. Don't shirk it. Don't be one of these, dipheads out there. Oh, I want my freedom. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
It's a small price to pay for a healthy country again.
Yeah, and if you happen to find one of the stores in your area that is open, don't be a jerk to the people that work there.
Patronize your restaurants. Do go and get stuff at your pickup or delivery because they need your help. Do the same as everything else slowly opens and follow the rules. We have other shows we'd love to hear for you to hear, including Ring Around the Rosie, Kim's wonderful wrestling show, airing every Thursday. 3-Minute Weekend is off for the COVID as well, but Tuesday Digidex still going strong as new videos are coming out every Tuesday, and that's available on Tuesday morning. K-Babble with Eric and Valerie Lyon, doing movies and all kinds of stuff over there at kbabble.com.
Yep.
Planet Rose's Garden, stuck in hiatus again because of COVID, because there's still 2 more episodes of Supernatural to go.
There's 2 more that haven't been filmed. There's a couple of things they have to touch up.
And there's still a couple more they haven't aired, right?
Yeah.
So there's still several more on their final season. What a time for that to happen.
I know.
You're kind of stuck with it right now.
I know, really.
So it'll be back when that comes back. Front Row 5 and 10, we hope to get back on the air in June. And Catastrophe Vortex returns next Monday, May 18th, 2020, as I'm recording this, with the debut of Catastrophe Chronicles and a first-person count from yours truly about Mount St. Helens. We'll talk more about that when it gets there.
I also have another channel on YouTube.
You sure do.
Platinum Rose's Roleplay.
If you guys haven't checked out Platinum Rose's Roleplay yet, go do it, because she writes great stuff. She acts really great. It's a great, fun, ASMR-oriented roleplay show, and you will love it. So go check it out. Go to YouTube and search for Platinum Rose Roleplay.
And if you want to follow us on Twitter, you can follow me at PlatinumRoselle at Twitter.com.
I'm at eCinema1 at Twitter.com. You can also get us on Instagram at PNR Networks, Facebook at Popcorn and Roses, And wherever cards and letters are sold, just look around and put in Subject Cinema or one of our other shows in any of your podcast listening devices, or favorite programs. You will probably find us there.
Yep.
Until next time with another episode of Captive Audience Theater, I'm T.C. Kirkham.
I'm Kim Brown.
May your popcorn always be buttered.
And may your roses always be in bloom.
TTFN.
Bye now.
You've been listening to Subject Cinema Presents Captive Audience Theater with Kim Brown and T.C. Kirkham. Produced by PNR Networks, Boston, Massachusetts.
"15 years, blowing the doors off the competition, podcasting to planet Earth.
PNRNetworks.com